Hi, my name is Mark Chanski. I'm the coordinator of the Reformed Baptist Network, and I'm here with Pastor Stuart Sanders of the Reformed Baptist Church of McKinney, Texas. And Stuart, you and I have had quite an adventure down here in Maypen, Jamaica.
That we have.
Yeah, and what's happening here is that Harbor Reformed Baptist Church in Holland, Michigan is planting a church down here in Maypen, Jamaica. And there have been a number of churches who've expressed interest in supporting, and one of those is the Reformed Baptist Church of McKinney, Texas. And so I'm down here representing the church in Holland, Michigan, and Stuart's here representing the church in McKinney, Texas. Then we also have Hensworth Jonas, who's here
Yes.
from Antigua.
Yes.
And we're really here for a church planting kickoff conference here in Maypen. The church is called Grace Harbor, Jamaica, pastored by Raymond Graham. And just give me some of the impressions that you have. This is my second time down here. I was here in January. Ken Cook and I, a deacon of the Holland Church, spied out the land.
Yeah.
And we met a number of people in the area, and the hope is that a church would be planted here that could be a beachhead for 1689 truth.
Yes.
What have you seen since you've been here?
Yeah, well, I got to meet Raymond at the General Assembly last year in Taylor, South Carolina, and we just hit it off, and we've kept in contact over the past handful of months. This will be coming up on a year here pretty soon. And at our church, we're just looking for an opportunity to do some missions work and to support a local brother that's down there. And so then since being here, it's been nothing but just confirmation of, one, of course, most importantly, Raymond's qualification as an elder. But then two,
You've been watching carefully.
Yes. We're at his house right now. That's where we're standing currently. But I've also really appreciated just the way that he interacts in Jamaica. Like, he's just so well known. I mean, your catchphrase is "everybody loves Raymond," and in Jamaica, that seems to be the case.
Everybody knows Raymond.
Yes, and then even though he's left a denomination to start a Reformed Baptist church, he still has great relationships with everybody there. And he's just
this morning there was that contingency that came from the church
from his previous church.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's been a really fantastic opportunity, I think, to get on the ground floor of a much needed reality of a Reformed Baptist work here in Jamaica, particularly not in one of the major cities, which would be an easier place to go, but starting it here in a more centralized on the island, but maybe a little bit more rural than the big cities like Kingston and Montego Bay. It's just been a delight to see what the Lord is doing and the way that he's brought men, qualified men, to come around Raymond to begin this work that he's only been at for 9 weeks now.
You say men because Jamaica is a very, really matriarchal, somewhat feminized culture. Many men have gone AWOL.
Yes.
They're abdicating their responsibility as leading in the home, leading in the community, and leading in the church. But even this weekend, I've been thrilled. Though numbers may not have been record-breaking overall, but the fact that we got some solid men as timber to build the foundation of the church with.
Yes. Yeah, we even met a guy who works in the business world, and he said that 90% of his clients are all women. Women business owners and managers. And so, to have men who know the word, love the Lord, and respect Raymond. And then young men who are growing in the faith. That's been a fantastic thing to be able to see.
Yeah, and then you look at the culture here, and you'll be able to see, we got a little young man here. Don't touch that, Carwin. Let go of that, my man.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
Great. Well, we're kind of tipping back and forth now, but if our audience doesn't get seasick, we'll be just fine.
Yeah.
But I think of just the way that in the community here, you talked about it being centrally located on the island. The thought would be, long term, if this church can be established, built with a blueprint of biblical ecclesiology, and have the church be a church that is a model church. Because really, here it's entertainia, it's charismania, it's feminism,
Seventh-day Adventism is huge. Yeah. Right. And Raymond was telling me that the main lines have all died.
Yeah.
That even the Roman Catholicism has lost its sway. It's just charismania, feminism, and Seventh-day Adventists.
Yeah. 3 million people on the island.
Yes.
In many ways, I think the fields are white unto harvest. It's almost like this is a backwater that's been abandoned by biblical religion.
It has, yes. But we've met a lot of people who love the Word and they're all reading the King James.
Yeah.
Faithfully, loving it, and just dying for the word, like the ones that have come to the conference. They've just been so grateful, and it's not even earth-shattering stuff that we're doing, but they're just hungry for the word.
Yeah, I've been thinking of Hensworth being here. Hensworth coming from Antigua, a name that's somewhat well recognized here as far as Calvinism, the doctrines of grace, the authority of the scriptures. He's been a real asset as well.
Yes.
We're telling people about you here, Raymond.
On the phone.
You're interfering with our little interview here. That's okay. We'll interview you later.
Yeah, we'll be back just 1 second.
So, and the thought is that they've already been, this work here in Jamaica, it's already been unanimously approved by the missions committee, the Reformed Baptist Network.
Yeah.
But we're at the place where they're going to be, God willing, voted in and accepted and endorsed by the whole network in Riverside, California, September 16 to 18. We invite you all to come to the General Assembly. But we're also kind of garnering support from this point up until September. What you would give to somebody who might be interested in giving to this cause?
Oh, well, we are excited as a church to get behind Raymond, and part of my coming down here was to just get real eyes on it, real boots on the ground, be able to see and vet it. And I'm just beyond confident of that. So if you're looking for a way to do missions work and you haven't, how do we distribute the Lord's money? How do we faithfully participate? The old, the Andrew Fuller and William Carey, who's going to hold the rope? Mm-hmm. If you're looking for a rope to hold, I would highly recommend holding Raymond's rope, because him going down in the bucket, he's already been down here. Yeah. And he's just throwing up a new rope, a Calvinism rope, and needs that support, and is and certainly a man who meets that qualification. And the church is excited to get behind. So yeah, we're excited for it, and then the access to it. That it's really, if you get to one of the major hubs, DFW, Miami, Atlanta, it's like a couple-hour flight from there.
Well, we talked about the idea of having young people come down, or even, God willing, if a piece of land is purchased and then there's some construction, what's the cost for a ticket from Texas or Florida? $300-400?
Yeah, it's in that $300 to $500 range.
And you're basically a third world kind of a global dynamic here.
Yes. But then also relatively safe too, because we're not in the big cities. So it's, sending teenagers. I don't have, as a parent, I don't have qualms about that. I feel like it would be a good experience for my teenage daughter to come and do that.
Yeah. Well said. Well, thanks for the talk. We got to go eat.
Yes, we do.
Every blessing.
Let's do it.